What's going on, guys? Tool Cruise here, and today we're testing out some brand new carbon wheels from a company called Nepest. We're going to be doing an initial review, unboxing, showing everything in the box, and taking them out for a nice test ride. What's going on, guys? Tool Cruise here, and today we've got a brand new pair of carbon wheels here that we're going to be testing out and doing an initial review for. This is a newer company for me, a company called Nepest. I haven't heard of them before, but I guess they started pretty recently in 2022, and already they seem to be off to a pretty good start. They've been featured over in Eurobike the last 2 years, also going over to Tokyo Cycle Mode. So I do have some pretty high expectations for these wheels. So in today's video, we're going to be doing an initial review, showing you guys everything that's in the box, getting everything installed on my road bike, and taking it out for a quick test ride. I'll also be making a longer term review after I get a little bit more miles in the wheels. But anyway, let's go ahead and open the box. So I seem to have really bad luck lately with a lot of the packages coming to my house having a little bit of damage, and that was the same thing with this box. So you can see we've got a little bit of a dent here on the top part on this side of the box, and really not a fault with the bike company themselves. It's just shipping companies don't always treat your packages as nicely as they should. So I was a little upset when the package arrived and I saw this dent here, but hopefully the wheels will be all right. And let's see what kind of packaging we got here on the inside. So right away, I'm pretty excited to see this because I've reviewed quite a few wheels on this channel already, and this is the first time I've seen a company send a wheel bag with the wheels themselves. Normally when you buy these wheel bags, they can be up to like $100 for a double wheel bag that holds 2 wheels. So that's pretty cool value and really nice to see. Also looks pretty cool, and now I'm a lot more reassured with that dent in the box that hopefully this gave some extra protection with the wheels. So yeah, really cool bag. Black and yellow. Feels pretty solid. Let's see if we got anything in these pockets. So it looks like we got a little goodie bag here. We got some tape for the rims. So I believe these wheels are mostly tubeless ready, but it looks like you got to install the tape yourself. Also comes with the tubeless valves and some extra spokes, which is cool to see. Not all the wheel companies send extra spokes now, especially the bladed aero carbon spokes, which are a lot more expensive. And we've also got a spacer for the cassette in case we need it. So that's our goodie bag. We got this one pocket here on that side of the wheel bag. On the other side of the wheel bag, we got a little name tag section. So pretty cool that it comes with this bag. I wish more wheel companies did this because, yeah, it's just really nice and safe way to transport your wheels on race day. So yeah, we got the padding on this bag. We got the extra padding on the inside. I'm pretty sure these wheels are gonna be fine. So yeah, extra bonus points on the packaging. Everything looks really great. And here we go, our first look at the wheels themselves. And oh wow. Yeah, these decals are really cool looking. So one of the things I was really excited about when I first looked at these wheels online is they said it was a paintless design. So there's actually no decal on this rim. It's all lasered on, and I was really curious to see what it looked like in person. And when it reflects off the light, it's pretty cool. I really can't explain it very well. It's kind of like a brushed silver, but it doesn't stand out as much as other brushed silver. It's a lot more subtle looking, and yeah, it's just a really unique look compared to some of the other wheels I've seen. Also, full disclosure, before we continue, these wheels were sent over to me from Nepest for me to check out and review. I wasn't paid any extra money to make this video. I'm free to give my full thoughts, and they have no control over the editing on this video. So Nepest does have a couple different wheel options on their website. Today, we're going to be checking out the Maui series, which is one of their latest performance models. And they have a couple different rim options. They have the 35, which is going to be the most lightweight. They also have the 45 and the 50. For me personally, I like the wider rims. I live more in a flat, kind of rolly, hilly area, so the extra weight isn't much of a problem for me, and I prefer to have the more aerodynamic advantage of the 50s. So that's why I decided to go with the wider option. And you can see up here, we got the Maui 50. It looks like we got a little info card here. So we got some key information for the setup, and it looks like these rims do accommodate some wider tires, which is really cool to see. The trend in cycling now is everything's going wider, so 25s to 43s, that's pretty crazy. I'm still on the lower end of that spectrum. Most of my race wheels, I run 25s for the crits here, but The road conditions in Michigan are pretty horrible, so I'm thinking to increase that up to 28s for this next year. That's nice that these wheels are going to be more compatible with that. I might even test some wider tires in the future, even going up to 32s to see how it handles. So let me know down in the comments, have you had experience with wider tires, and do you notice any performance gains, not just comfort? Obviously the wider tires are going to be more comfortable, but what do you think? Do you like the wider tires, or are you still old school like me, 25s? Another key feature with these wheels, in addition to the carbon bladed aero spokes, is going to be the ceramic hubs. So that's pretty standard option on a lot of the Chinese wheels nowadays. And they do have two different options for the hub. You can get the default ceramic hub that they have here. It looks to be their own brand. Or you can get the DT Swiss ceramic hub, which is an extra $100. So the base wheel model starts at $1,299 US, and then the DT Swiss version will be an extra $100 on top of that. But Nepest also gave me a discount code, so if you're interested in any of these wheels, you can get an extra 5% off if you use my code, so I'll leave that down below in the video description. Some other key features about these wheels is they are officially UCI approved, and they do have a couple different build options on the website. And with the ratchet, you can go with the standard 36, or you can upgrade for a little extra money and get the 54. I just went with the standard 36. I think that should be fine for me. So we're gonna test the hub sound once we get these installed on the road bike. These wheels do come with a 3-year warranty. There's also an option on the website to upgrade that to a 5-year warranty for a little extra money. So this is the rear wheel. Let's check out the front wheel. All right, so here's the front wheel. Overall, looks pretty similar to the rear wheel. We got the same decal pattern, and yeah, you can see the inside of the rims here. We still got the holes, so unfortunately, you do have to tape that yourself. It would have been nice to see that included on the wheels though, because that is what I see on a lot of other wheel options. But they do include the tape, and it only takes a few minutes to do it yourself, so no big deal. And also for the rim measurement, we got the internal width at 21 and then the external at 28-29. And next, before we get everything installed on here, let's quickly do a weight check. So for the front wheel, we've got 593 grams, and these are gonna be a little bit lighter than other wheels by comparison because we don't have that rim tape on there. And for the rear wheel, we've got 724 grams. Let's see if I can stack both of them on top of each other. And for the combined weight with both of these wheels together, we've got 1,316 grams, which is actually pretty crazy because that's within 1 gram of the claimed weight on their website. So for the 35 millimeter, that's the smallest one, it's going to be the most lightweight at 1,235 grams. The 45 millimeter will be 1,275 grams. And then the 50 millimeter, the widest one, will be 1,315 grams. In my case, 16 grams. So you're looking at about an 80 gram weight difference between the most lightweight option and then the widest rim option. Anyway, I'm gonna get everything installed on the wheels, and we'll check back in once everything's ready to go. All right, guys, finished up with the setup. Bike is ready to go, and we've got the brand new Nepest wheels on here, looking really fresh with the race bike on the Kaze. And so again, yeah, these decals are pretty cool how they're lasered in on here. We also got to do a quick hub sound test as well. Let's see how these sound. Pretty decent. And the whole install went really smoothly. Transferred over the rotors and cassette from my other wheels, and luckily didn't have to do any adjustments with the brakes at all. So bike is ready to go. Let's go ahead and start our test ride. So here we are starting our on the road test, and wow, it's actually been a while since I've been on my road bike because we're entering the fall season now, which means it's cyclocross season. Most of the last few weeks I've just been riding my cyclocross bike and mountain bike, trying to get prepared for the races. So we had the state criterium championships, which was my last road race of the season, and after that I switched to mainly riding gravel. But I am pretty glad to have an excuse to get back on the road bike before it starts to get too cold. I've got my short sleeve jersey on right now. We still got a couple days above 20 degrees Celsius, so above 70 degrees, which is my short sleeve weather. And I'm trying to enjoy it as much as I can before it starts getting really cold and I gotta do more indoor rides. So really glad to be back out on the road bike right now. The other reason I like to go with the size 50 deep dish carbon wheels is it just has that little extra sound. Oh geez, got that truck blowing smoke. Normally they do that after they pass me. These deeper rims are great because they make that extra aero sound, and I really like that sound, so it's nice to hear that on these rims too. And the road riding here is really kind of hit or miss. There's some decent pavement here and there, but lots and lots of potholes and rough sections, so that's one of the main reasons why I'm wanting to go to a little bit wider of a tire size, just to get that little extra comfort. Actually, I wonder if they're widening this road. They might be making this a 4-laner instead of a 2-lane road. Unfortunately, the road race season here is already finished, so I won't really be able to test these wheels in a race situation for a little while, but I'm still doing my KOM hunting, and I still got a few marked segments that I'm gonna try and go for in the upcoming weeks. So hopefully if we get some good weather, I'll be able to continue testing these wheels out on the road and do some more serious, harder tests. Despite some of the downsides of the road riding here, there are some really good benefits. You can see we have so many trees, tree canopy roads, and it's just a really beautiful area to train. Really good air quality, especially coming from Vietnam. The air here is so fresh, especially now in the fall season. And so for today's training ride, I'm heading over to this park over here called Holly Recreation Area, and it's one of my favorite places, both for road riding and mountain biking, because there's actually a mountain bike / hiking trail here, but there's also a really nice and safe area to train on the road bike with very little car traffic and some good rolling hills. So that's where we're going today. It does get a little bit darker back here just because of all the tree cover and shade, but that makes it actually a really nice place to train in the summer, just because you escape the heat from the direct sunlight. And also it's nice in the winter because the trees block the wind. So look at this. I'll get my arms out of the shot. Beautiful. The tree is starting to change colors now too. I really hope my wife can make it here before all the tree leaves are gone, because I just remember growing up here, the falls always being really beautiful, and living in Vietnam the last 2 years, they don't really have fall. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this fall season. These wheels feeling really good so far, having 0 issues on the ride and actually feeling really fast. So just finishing up today's ride, and first impressions of the wheel so far is very good. I actually snagged a few little cheeky KOMs on my way back, so feeling good, and probably shouldn't have done that with yesterday's race. Today was supposed to be a recovery ride, but wanted to do a quick little test on the wheels, and yeah, so it seems like they can perform pretty good, and I'm going to keep these wheels on my road bike here for the next few weeks and continue testing them. We'll follow up with a more long-term review, but first impression so far is very good. And again, I'll have a link down below so you can go check them out yourselves, and you can use my code. You get an extra 5% off your order. We'll be following up in the near future with the long-term review of these wheels. And that's it for today's video, guys. We'll see you next time here on 2 Wheel Cruise.